host? You want to open the show?
Nah, you'll need it.
Me?
Aye.
I say that's it open. What do you say? So technically we both opened it.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to A Pint and Two Shots. It's a podcast. I can't even bring myself to say it. I feel like my left arm's been cut off.
No, I'll need to start vaping.
This is Grant Rudder. This is Grant that you hear from behind the mixing desk there usually every week, and we're also joined by Jerry Taylor of A Celtic State of Mind and lots of stage nonsense. So what's been happening, boys?
Well, weekend I was at Hamilton Races on the Saturday for family day, and it was pretty good.
See, I've air race course recently. I met a family that just came out it, and I'd never known about these family days. So can the Waynes put bets on?
No, what you do is you race the Waynes. Strap them in the back of a horse and they get dragged round the track. But you've got it this weekend as well, haven't you? The Mora? The Mora.
You're going on, aren't you?
I'm going as well, I'm going to the Hamilton again. What a day it is, man. G4 are doing they sponsor the full race day. So Nicole gets the box and stuff like that and treats us all like fucking superstars for the day, man.
Tin flutes and then your wee tag hanging off.
No, mine's is still on my teddy.
But no, it's class because see where the box is, it's right on the finishing line.
Aye.
Oh, is it?
Aye. So it's superb.
I won a dames race. Dressed as a woman at Ayr Racecourse once, and it was like 10 different dames.
Aye,
and I won it. That's one of my claims.
Surely if it was dames, it would have been quite high profile, because the dames usually a star in one of these shows, aren't they?
Aye, but no, I think we didn't get many dames.
No.
That one, no. I think it was a lot of local folk that just wanted to wear a dress.
Billy Cutwood never turns down the opportunity to stick a dress on.
I tell you what, I did Panto with Billy Cutwood a couple of years ago, and he was playing the villain as a woman. Honestly, it just makes me laugh so much. He's absolutely brilliant. What a guy. Love him. I know,
yeah, he's good. But so you're talking about Panto, you're actually doing a summer Panto just now, aren't you?
For the first time. I've done an adult summer Panto before, but this is the first time. So we did a show at the Tatty Shack in Troon, right? So it's this big farm.
You'd have fit in there.
I'm actually going to go and, that's another story, we're going to go and help him harvest these tatties, because I love farms. Is it because of the metal detector? But I'll come to that later on.
I forgot that.
I'll come to that later on. But so we did Midsummer Night's Dream, Shakespeare, on a farm. Now, Shakespeare's not really my forte, but I thought we'll try something a bit different. So we did Shakespeare in a shed, and he's got this massive big farm shed. And then he says, can you bring something else back? I think that was him going, I don't like Shakespeare, can you bring something funny next time?
Something funny, aye.
And I thought, right, we'll do...
What's funnier than Wayne's getting eaten off a monster?
Mate, this is the thing, right? I thought, we're doing Hansel and Gretel.
That's a grim story, innit?
And I thought, nobody really does Hansel and Gretel. Halfway through writing, I realised why nobody fucking does Hansel and Gretel, because it's about a witch that wants to fatten folk up, a cannibal, basically.
Aye.
So what I've done, I've kind of read it into it, she's stolen all the sugar for the land, and there's a giant bee and all that kind of stuff. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
So it's your kind of own adaptation of Hansel and Gretel.
It's all set in the village of Crumblecirk, but it's all in this farm shed, and the farmer's amazing, right? He used to want to be a set designer. So he says to me, look, I'll build your set. So he's building this big candy house that opens up into the witch's lair. But it's good, and because we're on a farm, there's a good few of the jokes that'll go over the Wayne's head, so you're not having to be as safe as you would be.
You don't need to tiptoe around a lot of stuff.
Aye, exactly.
Like ice pulls.
Sounds a bit like an acid trip.
By the way, wait, but he's saying this ice pull thing, right? Because, so, I was really trying to get Chris into Panto at Cumbernauld this year. We're doing Baltic, which is, it's not Frozen, in case Disney are wanting to try, and it's the Ice Queen story. So I was trying to get Chris into it, and we were close, mate? We were close, and I'm gutted, right? But, so when I put my script in for the first draft, every joke got through except for one. It's the one you gave.
Did they pull it off? No way, man.
Pull it off, pardon the pun, but basically his gag was, it was the No Laugh the Snowman character. But I need to say, we've got a great snowman. Kathleen McLennigan's playing, she's amazing, but when we thought Chris was going to do it, he gave us a joke, and it was, you want to say it?
I can't actually remember the word in it, mate, but it was something to do with no laugh, Guy and Elsa an ice pool.
Right. Do you want to see my popsicle or something like that?
Can I see where I get cut?
But see, the thing is, that is the sort of thing that would go over kids' heads. Like, remember Rainbow back in the day? Rainbow was just pure innuendo throughout the whole show.
I've heard a rumour. I've worked with a guy that worked with Bungle.
Right, the actual Bungle.
The actual Bungle. And allegedly, he hated when he hated people, and he was blah 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 blah, and then as soon as he take the heat off, he's like, I can't fuck
pure boring bastard, man. So what else have you been up to, Grant? So did you get any winners on?
I think I got one winner out of about 8.
Remember the last time?
I was flying the last time, but I got tips, so I'm going to try and get the same tips, not the same tips, but get tips off the same boy.
That sounds good. I'll be sitting next to you this time.
Aye, but actually, one of the stalls, have you heard the Salt?
The meat place?
No, Salt in Hamilton. It does like sushi and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, no.
They had a stall and done katsu curry, and it's one of the best stalls I've been to.
Aye.
It was superb.
Last time we were there, I went to a stall and I get triple fried chips. Now that should have been an indicator, right? These were the greasiest fucking things I've ever had in my entire life, man. It was just like shards of potato. It was.
I'm not into all this filthy fries, and I don't know if it's I'm getting older, but I mean, I've seen some of these things and it's just cheese soup with a few fries in it and all that. And last time I was at the races, it was a hot dog and onions. If you were lucky, so
I used to go to the dog track every week with my dad, and that was the highlight, man, going to the burger van. And it was proper old school scran, you know what I mean? It's not like you say like this. It's meant to be like what do you call it? It's like trends and stuff like that. Trendy, aye. And when you get it, it's just run of the mill crap, and folk just buy all this shit to put it on Instagram and show off. That's all it is, man.
Don't me wrong, it wasn't cheap. It was £9 for a katsu curry, but it was good.
Hopefully they're there.
They should be, but you'll get your scran anyway.
I know, but you know what it's like as the night goes on and the beers start to flow. You're like, I could well go a fucking smoked sausage supper.
I don't even know who the band is at night.
Sure, it was Oasis last time, wasn't it?
Aye, that's right.
Not the actual Oasis, obviously.
No, was there no one called Noasis?
Aye. I remember, see when Oasis brought out Be Here Now, they got an early copy of it from Oasis, and they played the full album live at the album launch on Sucky Hall Street, Buchanan Street. See the Virgin Meat Superstore at the top of Buchanan Street? They played the full album outside it before the album was released. Played it live with Oasis's permission.
That's amazing.
It was a Taylor Swift tribute on Friday.
Was it?
No, Saturday.
Well, the girl's absolutely going mad.
Isabella never left. She was down the front the full time. But it's a perfect day and all. The weather was absolutely superb.
See these Taylor Swift tributes, right? I went to Ayr Farm Park with the Wayne about a month ago, and there was this Taylor Swift tribute, and she looked nothing like her and like that. Sorry.
You're like Taylor Lautner.
But she did a merch still, right?
Greg Taylor.
But honestly, like, see, these Waynes were going daft for her. Absolutely daft. And they were all cutting about with the merch. Must have made a fortune on that merch still.
Fair play, man. Fair play.
To be fair, the lassie didn't look like her at that one either, but she was doing all the costume changes and all that.
I bet it's been the same one.
Probably.
Scary Von, my pal.
But she had like it wasn't just like backing track, she had like a band.
She
had a drummer, guitar.
Was she actually singing live?
100%,
Okay, that's good then. Scary Von.
My mate's married to the violinist.
The band's got a violinist?
I'm sure.
That's all I need to know.
Is that no the Cayley band? It is.
It says here, unique mix of bagpipes, fiddles, accordions and whistles alongside guitar and vocals.
Down the Gay Gordons. More night, my man.
I used to love a Cayley.
Aye,
but I don't drink now, so I don't know if I would enjoy it as much.
So my mate is in a Cayley band, Jamie Kennedy. I met him through the wrestling stuff like that, but he's in a Cayley, but it's not really a band, it's a duo, and it's just him and his dad. They do weddings and all that, and apparently they're tremendous.
Must be some money in that, thinking about doing the weddings.
Definitely. I mean, like, especially see if you're a 2-man, right? See if you've got like a 5-man band,
you're splitting it.
So you're at dough, you're splitting it 5 ways. See if you're a 2-man, it's just in the middle.
That's brilliant.
You know what I mean?
See for wedding, I've got a great story about a wedding band recently that happened, right? And when I get to the end of it, you'll click, because it was all over Facebook and that. So my mate's mate this is my mate's story I'm telling you, but his mate's a drummer, and he was playing in a wedding band in Troon in Ayrshire. And he says all of a sudden this guy's come up to him, this old guy, but eccentric, this American guy, starts yapping away going, "Oh, I think you're an amazing drummer, man. Oh, I just love it." And the guy's going, well, I'm still drumming now, mate, so have a seat and enjoy it over there. So he says, the American guy goes, yeah, no worries. That was my American accent, by the way. So he gets a chair and sits it right in front of the drummer, spreads his legs open and starts like
copying him,
air drumming basically, and copying him. And this guy's like, what's this guy doing? But then halfway through the song, he's like,
I recognise you.
That's Chevy Chase.
For fuck's sake.
Now, did you see Chevy
At
Chase
the wedding?
was all over? Aye. It was the reason he came to Ayrshire, because his pal's son or whatever was getting married, something like that. So then, I might be elaborating on this a wee bit, but he starts filming him and then sends it to one of his mates, and then some producer in America has then phoned and says, look, can I speak to him, and offered him some kind of session job over in America.
Really?
Just for playing at a wedding, because this guy is meant to be one of the most phenomenal drummers, but because wedding money's so good, he's just been doing that. But
That's actually quite surprising, because Chevy Chase is supposed to be a miserable bastard.
I've heard this, but he'd had a drink in him.
Aye.
And if
Apparently
he was a drummer,
drink in him, but to be
is
fair,
it?
aye.
Well, he was a drummer, was he? No, years and years ago. So I think he's obviously got that.
I didn't know that right
connection.
enough. I didn't know. Did you watch the SNL movie? Saturday Night, it was called. No? It's only come out recently. Brilliant. It's really, really good. And it kind of, and like you've got people playing Bill Murray, people playing Chevy Chase, all of that, man. And it's basically the story of Lorne Michaels bringing SNL through. So it is really good, man. You should get a watch.
Is it know about like the very first recording?
That's exactly what it is. It's about the day of the first recording from start to finish.
And how do they portray Chevy in it then?
The way that you would expect him to be portrayed, he's just a pure madcap, pain in the arse, horrible bastard.
Eccentric.
Mega eccentric. It's sad when you hear that, because like I'd see going back to watch films like the Three Amigos that he was in Fletch and all of that. I loved them when I was growing up, do you know what I mean? Well, when I was younger.
National Lampoons.
National Lampoons, all of the movies as well. I loved them, but then when you hear that they're an arsehole in real life, it guts you. You know what I mean?
It does kind of put you off a wee bit.
I know, it definitely does.
My hero growing up was Jerry Lewis. No, Jerry Lee Lewis, no the one that married his cousin, but you know the...
Jerry Lewis the comedian.
Jerry Lewis the comedian, and they did a lot of films with Dean Martin. My papa would just play me his movies all the time. He was the original Nutty Professor.
That's right,
And honestly, this guy, you'll see, if you ever see me on stage, some of the faces I pull.
I always get Jerry Lewis, Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey, I get that a lot. I get that a lot. So, I've just stolen their faces, basically. Then I was reading stories that apparently he's a bit, and I watched it. No, it was an interview I watched. He was a bit of a dick.
Aye.
And I was like, oh no, man.
Do you know who wasn't a dick right up until the end? Don Rickles. Like, you familiar with Don
Rickles? I remember the name.
He was in Casino and stuff like that. He was a comedian and all. You get him up on the screen so you can see him.
Was like the pit boss in Casino?
I don't get no respect. Aye.
Aye.
Don Rickles, he was just an absolute gentleman. Like, his entire life, just a pure out and out lovely man. Do you know what I mean? But he was the guy that invented the mother-in-law joke. Aye.
The first ever recorded mother-in-law joke?
Aye, he was the one that started the mother-in-law jokes, aye.
What else was he in?
He was in Casino, he was in loads of films.
Toy Story 4?
I don't know why you would want to be known as that kind of as a dick, but
I know.
I just doesn't.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, people see sometimes like if folk are coming up to you all the time, like it grates a wee bit. Like, see when I was at that bare knuckle boxing thing, genuinely we went outside for 5 minutes and we never get a second. And I always try and be as pleasant as I can, right? But there was one time, I don't know if I tell you, but I was in Burger King. And a guy was waiting, and I couldn't get this machine to work, right? And the guy come over while I was trying to get the machine to work. He's like, can I get a photo? I was like, no, mate. Raging it, but I felt bad. And after I ordered it, I went to go and see the guy, and he was away, and I felt pure terrible for it, man. But you try your best not to be a dick.
Craig says that Paul had a bit of bother at transmitting. Was it Saturday?
Aye, we were at Transmit with Paul on the Saturday. He actually had a story kind of like yours told where he was getting fucking agitated.
Because Biffy were on, I take it.
No, so this was like between Fontaine's and Biffy, and we were eating a pizza or whatever, and he'd sat in a bit of chewing gum, and Paul was driving, so he was sober, but me, Paul's partner, and Chloe had all had a drink. So we were like all pissed, and we thought this was the funniest thing ever, that he sat in chewing gum and he was fucking raging. Like he was raging.
Was it no boiling that day? I know. So
So
he was trying to fucking pick the chewing gum, or he was trying to get his partner to pick it off, and like she just wasn't doing it right, and he was like, "I'm fucking telling you, blah blah blah," and then people were coming up trying to get pictures with him. But, oh my god, it's Paul Craig, and he was like, "Give me 5 minutes. I'm trying to get this chewing gum off my," and they were pissed as well, so they weren't getting. He was fucking busy trying to do this.
And then it's somebody else's manky chewing gum or all.
It's not that, right? And with the best will in the world, see if I'm an asshole to somebody, they can knock fuck at me. See, do you know what I mean? Like Paul fights in the UFC, so he's what? It's Craig.
That. Right.
Aye, the boy on the right hand side of that poster, that's Belgium.
Mean.
That's what that guy did, kind of wind him up a wee bit.
Aye.
It was getting like a lot of people asking for pictures, and literally 99% of them were sound. But there was one guy who'd obviously had too much to drink, and he was, "Oh, Beer Jew, he's a picture," and Paul's like, "Right, okay." And then he started like grabbing like his biceps and stuff like that. And he was like, "Oh, come on, I thought you were bigger than that." And Paul's just like, "Right, get the fuck. Right, you've had your chance and you're fucking taking the piss." He was like, "No, I'm having a laugh with you, And he's like, "No, you're fucking winding me up, piss off." And he just kept going and kept digging and digging.
I just get like, it's like when people do their videos and all where they meet Rangers and Celtic players, and they'll get a selfie with them in their video, and then they'll say, "Oh, come on the Celtic." Come on the, they'll just
like
cringe. Absolutely cringe.
The worst one ever was the original one. It was Big Derek Johnson.
I don't remember that one.
It was in the airport and they're taking a video, right? And they're like, "All right, Derek, do you mind taking a photo?" And he's like, "No, not at all." And the two of them pose and hand him the camera. You're an absolute pair of dicks, man.
It's not like he's like an old guy, I know.
I know.
I ruined my local postman's life. Did I tell you? You heard about this one?
No.
And now he gets loads of folk coming up to him in the street all the time. So it was me that originally took the picture of the postman that looks like Ange Postecoglou.
So it was.
And then I wrote Ange Postecoglou, right? And I only got about 60 likes on that, right?
And then about
a year later, it was one of the banter pages of that. I posted it, and I was like, and it went up. And then, so my local post, if you're watching, I'm sorry, mate. And every time he sees me, he's like that.
Have you seen the photo?
I think he does look like him, didn't he?
I think you actually maybe posted it in the group chat.
He shaved his beard after it because he had the stubble, so he shaved that all off and all. But he's a great sport, but he's been getting it tight.
Man,
so every time something happens, if Ange gets sacked or if Ange says a comment on the thing, it comes back out again.
No, what I posted, there was a guy in Disney.
So it was.
It was Ange's double bit. Actually, that's quite a lot, because there's another one that kicks about. He's wearing a Rangers tap.
It's not an unusual look, but it's not a unique look.
No.
You know, it's not like you get mini Giovanni Van Bronckhorst running about, with that kind of look. But Big Ange is just a typical big guy.
You'll see him in May's roll shops, don't you?
No, as often anymore, right enough.
No.
How was the bare knuckle pull?
It's not got a age coming in anymore.
I know.
It was. Did you see the video? No, right. I put a video up on YouTube. If you want to see this video, get onto my YouTube and check it. But first fight, the boy took a dive.
Is this when he took 2 dives?
Aye. And it's not even debatable. Do you know what I mean? The guy kind of doesn't even swing at him, and he just jumps down.
The best bit about that video is just your laugh. You just buckle as soon as it goes down. It's hilarious, man.
But we, funnily enough, talking about videos, we get sent a video, or we seen a video on social media yesterday, didn't we? Or was it the day?
No, was that the one the guy punched him and then?
No. The one that we get posted in the day, and it's our big pal in Turkey on the karaoke.
Oh yes.
Yep. Can we bring that up?
I don't know. Can we
bring it up, Craig? If we got
up.
It's in
the Pint and 2 shots one.
Aye. It was.
Keep going up there. It's there. Done.
I thought you were talking about that other video you posted.
No.
Have you seen that video?
Wait, do you hear this, right? So before we play that, Craig, right? So I get sent a video.
What is he wearing?
Don't know.
It's great though. He's wearing my shirt and chinos. Right, so
fair play wearing chinos and that heat, but
Jerry, so we get sent this video. Yesterday, didn't we?
Aye.
And it's a guy, and he's walking along the street, and this guy comes up to him and tries to give him snash, right? And all in the one movement, he just sparks the boy, right?
he's got his phone and this on, sparks him in his left,
right?
Like knocks him clean.
And then he goes, ha ha, you pussy hole. Pulls the guy's trousers down and fingers him.
His arse.
That's got dark really quickly, didn't it?
Aye.
No, as quickly as his finger.
I mean, you went through his heat to
Exactly.
think.
It's not just that. That's immediately you're getting done for assault.
And then sexual
and
assault.
then sexual assault as well.
Go back to Grado's shirt. He looks like one of the Roman floor mosaics.
Get the volume up, Craigie boy.
Oh no, he's looking good there, eh?
Wait a wee minute till we get the
Sunglasses inside or all.
Wait, you get, by the way.
Always an entertainer.
I was just going to say that, aye. See, that's one thing about Grado. So, even when he's outside, like, he's always on. He's always on. Or maybe that's just Grado, but every fan that comes up to him, he just wants to make them smile.
I know, he's good that way. I've seen him standing with hundreds of folk around him. You know, literally hundreds of folk around him. And it's just a testament to the guy. He's a great guy. There you go, big arsehole.
That's great. But it was same to you, because when I came to that Bray-Head show, I thought it was a great wee atmosphere. It was brilliant, because it was my nephew's first ever wrestling show. But the two of yous, it was different for you when you were coming down, and the amount of folk were like 40, and you just ended up taking everyone's phone and taking the selfies for them. And then Grado was the same, and he was hounded, but he just went through everyone, absolutely everyone, and Grado was amazing.
See, the thing is, see when it's a wrestling show like that, Jerry, I remember what it was like to be a kid at a wrestling show. And if I had have been standing at the barrier side and somebody, like, one of the wrestlers ignored me or something, I'd have been gutted. You know what I mean? So I love it. I love doing the kids' shows are my favourite wrestling shows.
I know this is obviously a totally different sport, but I was at the golf on Sunday and see the amount of golfers that would just walk past Wayne's. They look like Wayne's will stone and they're just wanting a fist pump. Just walk right past them. All it takes is 1 second. You're going to make it.
My thinking about that is, see the amount of concentration that must need to go into playing golf.
True.
You know what I mean? So you need to be laser focused, I think. So I can understand that. See a footballer coming off the pitch, a wee boy like just try to slap his hand, see that, ignoring that would do my head in.
They put their headphones on now as well, don't they, to pretend they can't hear some of the
coming off the bus and all that as well. They're all prima donnas now, man.
I know.
So talking about football, what's been happening in Scottish football recently? So Celtic have supposedly completed the signing of what's the boy's name? Shin Yamada. Yamada Faka.
Yeah.
With the Japan striker set to join Celtic in a deal worth around 1.5 million. So what are you thinking, Jerry? You're a big Celtic fan.
Aye. Well, I've heard a rumour that Maeda's apparently said, I don't know if it was on a Japanese show at pre-season, saying, if we get him, I can't believe we've got him for that price. I don't know how true that is, because
he only scored 2 goals last season.
I know. The season before, he had a good season, didn't he? So, but it's worrying.
Which one's the flash in the pan? Is it the season without the goals or the season with the goals?
Exactly. And Brendan Rodgers, what was the wording he used last night? He's a club signing.
See, there's good value in the Japanese market, isn't there?
There is.
Celtic have tapped into it, definitely.
Celtic have definitely tapped into it well, but see what Jerry says there, it's a club signing, that gives me the fear.
Aye.
As in what way?
He's not had an input into it.
No, that's what.
Right, I get you.
The whole transfer window is reeking of Rodgers isn't going to be here next year.
What did you call that Ukrainian boy that we signed?
Shved.
That's exactly what happened with him as well. He get brought in. It was nothing to do with, was it Rodgers? Was it manager at the time?
Was
it Lennon?
I think it was maybe Lennon, mate.
But whoever it was, they never had an input into it, right? And that gives me the fear, because the people that are behind the scenes are only football people, and this is just purely a marketing.
It reeks of how did we do well last time? Oh well, Ange was good in the Japanese market. Let's jump back in.
But Ange had a knowledge of the players in Japan.
Exactly. And I think with this Inamura we've brought in, it does look like he's, like Brendan keeps saying, he likes to move it forward. He looks comfortable in the ball. But
even when he came in, did Rodgers not say he was going to send him out on loan?
He'd never seen him play, didn't know. But then he played him in pre-season and went, so he's quite good.
That's bonkers to give a manager just a player and he's not seen him.
Exactly.
Like, how does he even? Because you just look at like Kyogo. Like, I don't like Kyogo didn't really work under Rodgers.
No, because his style of play. No, I get what you're saying. It's like they technically would need to be scouted twice. Scouted after people that are signing them, and then he needs to scout them in training to decide whether or not he's going to fit into the role he's been bought to
the
play.
green light.
Exactly.
100%.
You're like your Kwon, but players like that. And it is worrying because, well, Brendan's always said, I'm here for 3 years. He's not going to stay.
I don't think so.
He's not going to stay. So the board right now is trying to put some stuff in place, contingency, right? You're not going to pick our players now.
But for what it looks to me as if the board are trying to push him.
Do you know, I think he looks bored.
Aye. But see, right, I'm going to say something here, right? And I think you'll agree with me, right? See, if you're the Celtic manager for any more than 2 seasons in Football Manager, it becomes boring. Right?
Aye.
So imagine how boring it must actually be in real life.
Because was there no a clip? I don't know, but Celtic done a documentary or something behind the scenes, and he's in the changing room. He's talking about it's not your fault that the league's not strong enough or something.
Aye. So because it was all the stuff last season was a lot of folk going, because of all the money they've got, and it's boring watching us win all the time, blah blah blah. So Brendan's obviously trying to gear the players up and say, look, they're saying all this, but we just can only do what we do and good. But it is reeking of the fact that, like you say, you think they might be trying to push him out. I think it's quite scary. And another thing that's going to be working against Rodgers now is 9 million for Ida, right, that he's pushed for, where Dermot Desmond apparently was behind the Kenny signing, and everyone's saying after last night's performances they'd rather see Kenny in front of the 9 million
100%.
So Dermot going 9 million, what was it, 250 grand? No, even that for Kenny.
For the second goal last night, right? Celtic beat Sport Lisbon 2-0 last night, right? So first goal was a penalty. Second goal, Johnny Kenny picks it up near enough at the edge of his own box, carries it. Now, he's got good pace on him as well, and he carries the ball forward. I'm not sure, he doesn't beat a man, but he kind of evades and then plays a wee ball through to McCown, and McCown scored.
Lovely wee slip through.
I thought that boy looked good when he came on at Ibrox.
No, Kenny.
He didn't look out of place at all, and I kind of felt as if he gave Celtic an option to get in behind.
Yep.
Whereas Ida doesn't do that.
Mate, see if Maeda had given him that cut back, he'd have been a hero.
Exactly.
And we wouldn't be having it, he'd probably be starting.
You're right, because Maeda goes for the glory, kind of, right? Fucks it. All he needs to do is tap it after his side. Johnny Kenny scores a winning goal at Ibrox. Immediately you're a hero.
Legendary
you know
status.
I mean?
Changes everything.
Aye.
Just like it was the boy. Oh my God, how can I not remember his name? Scored at Ibrox 2-0. Played for Aberdeen, came to Celtic, went back to Aberdeen.
Johnny Hayes.
It's like, it's the Bert Kortman effect. Bert Kortman was an absolute diddy for Rangers, but he put a 25-yarder in against Celtic of Hampden, and that thing gave him cult status.
I was at that game. And
were you there, right?
Maurice Edu as well.
Aye. I thought Edu wasn't as bad as Kortman, right enough.
What about the one, I always thought he looked like the Candyman, what was it called? And Echiog,
the big overhead kick.
Aye. God rest his soul.
Aye, he's dead now, man.
I didn't know that.
Aye. Passed away a few years ago, didn't he?
Was he one of the 2016 lot? Remember when everyone died in 2016?
That's right, remember?
But it was
it was a celebrity every week or something.
Alan Rickman and all that.
Prince.
Aye. Remember there was a poster made with all of them on it, and it was like,
that's right.
That was weird.
Aye, but that's a story for
Celtic.
another day.
But do you think Celtic have kind of been put off with the two big signings, like the big money signings for last season?
I think the board have been put off giving him the money to spend.
20 million over 2 players that did.
What's your thinking on Engels?
My true opinion is I think Engels would be an 11 million player if he wasn't playing in this league, because I don't know if it's suited to him yet. I just
think he's too fast for him.
I think so, mate. I think he needs the luxury of time, because if you watched when he played in his last, who was it we got him for again?
Do you know what I'm going to tell you there, Jerry? I disagree, because a good player makes his own time. See, if you look at Callum McGregor, Rio Hatate, they never look pressured on the ball. Never, ever, ever. I think this boy's got a lot to learn, but I just don't think we've got the player that we thought we'd.
I just don't think you need to spend 11 million in the Scottish League for a midfielder.
Well, look,
I know it was more for Europe, but how far can you get in Europe?
With shite midfielders.
No, he's definitely no shite. But
I think he's shite.
Do you?
I do.
I think a lot of fans are getting that way. I'm going to give him another season because
that's what I always say.
Only because of the price tag. Like we give people longer because of this price tag, but
see again, I would maybe disagree. I think the price tag
gives.
Aye,
but for me, I'm like, oh no, I don't want to admit yet to that we've wasted that money. Do you know what I mean? But it's telling that last night that Negrin that we got for 1.5 million played in front of our 11 million signing and played really well.
The problem you've got with signing somebody for 11 million and all, your chances of profit are
minimal,
because I just thought it was mental that Celtic paid that for Ida. I really did.
9 million for Ida,
especially when he wasn't going to play every week. And you look, I don't know,
exactly. You've got Kyogo there, right, who quite clearly isn't fitting into Rodgers' plans, right? He's a stopgap essentially for Rodgers until he gets his man in, and then the man that he brings in is a guy that Norwich are willing to let go out on loan the season previously, so he's not in Norwich's plans whatsoever. They've already agreed a 4 million deal with, was it Atalanta or somebody mad like that in Italy, and Celtic have went in and offered £9 million when they've already accepted a 4 million bid for an Italian team. What? See for the outside looking in, you're like, there's something dodgy about that.
Aye.
You know what I mean?
And there was also rumours going about this, is it Chris Garden, that the release clause that we didn't know about as well, and if that's
6.5 million or something.
6.5 million, and we didn't know about it apparently, and you're like, that's like the first thing you do in Football Manager. Let's see if I can get this one cheaper.
To be fair,
then I'll sign him for my next team that I move on to.
To be fair, Celtic have had probably more hits and misses recently, so
I'd agree with that. So Turkish club Besiktas have made contact with Rangers for Mohamed Diomande, but Rangers don't look as if they're in any sort of rush to sell. Looking for 13 to 17 million for the midfielder. Would you say that's a fair price?
Aye, definitely. Like, but when I see Besiktas, I think they just make things up. They're going to sign it. Everybody, I think they've been going to sign Radvan for about 3 years.
Well, they know.
So this rumour will probably still be kicking about in about 3 years' time.
Well, they know in for Dessels as well. Who was it that was in for Dessels with 5 million?
No, it was Athens.
Athens.
Aye, that's kind of cooled as well.
Well, from what I heard of last season, a lot of my Rangers mates is Diomande they talk about quite a lot. Obviously, Diomande at the start of last season, but it seems to be that Diomande.
I think Diomande's a player, mate.
Aye.
I've seen a few interviews with Martin, and what he's kind of hitting on is like, see him and Raskin, they were doing too much work. So what he wants them lessen their load, have players in to do their running, and then when they get the ball, they're going to be fitter.
And more energy.
Should have better quality. But I don't see Diomande going this season. I think if there was one going to go, probably Raskin.
So we've also Hibs have rejected a 7 million, not 7 million, 7 figure fee for Lewis Miller, which is good to see. So Conor Coady's still not been allowed to move to Rangers yet. He's making lots of noise down in Leicester.
Oh, is he wanting to go then?
He's pushing majorly for this move. I think it would be a great sign for Rangers, a wee bit of steel, somebody that's got a bit of experience at taking a lead the line, and not lead the line in defence.
32, but that's no old really these days.
Well,
is it?
we like see, especially with defence, you know, it's like football. So much build up coming towards the defence now. The way football's played, see if you're playing an older guy against a team like PSG or something like that, they're fucked. But the way football teams build up now, they build up right in front of them, so defenders can play until they're blue in the eye.
I don't think this will happen until proper
transfer day.
No, until proper or Davies go. I think it needs to be one out, one in, because there's too many players there.
I'd be like that to Leicester. Do you like Davies?
Aye.
Do you think Proper's going to go though with the money he's on?
If he wants to play, I don't know how much he's on, but if he wants to play football, then he'll need to go. You know what I mean?
Do you not think that's the problem these days, that not as many of them care about playing the football? By the looks
Rangers have got too many that you've got.
Comfortable sitting in the stand.
Leon King is reportedly on $8,000 a week. Which is
that's just a new contract that he signed just after he made his first team debut in it as well.
Because I think at the time Man City were looking at him, so I think Rangers had to give him the money to keep him. And you've got Matondo reportedly on about 30. Davies is on about 25. I don't know what Proper's on. It's just constant
Did you say
mismanagement.
Matondo's on 30 grand a week?
Supposed to be, aye.
30?
Supposed to be, and it's just if you're paying a player 30 grand a week, he needs to be showing up every week.
How many years they get left in his contract?
I think this
14.
is his last. You're hoping.
Sounds like the same contract as Mikey Johnson.
So I think he's got a year left, but he's injured. He's been for an operation, so I don't even know if we'll even get rid of him because, well, you can't pass a medical, can you?
No, I suppose. But see what you're saying there, Mikey Johnson. See, all hell's breaking loose in Brazil over him.
I nearly signed for
Flamengo.
But
there's is it work permits or some shit like that?
I heard that they all protested that they didn't want him, the fans. So the owners went, "I actually will not bother." Then I don't know how true that is, but that was what I was saying.
Neil Lennon fan club.
That is crazy, but you see players like that, they struggle up here, and he has done pretty well at West Brom, hasn't he?
I believe he's Scotland international as well, isn't he? He's no, Republic of Ireland.
Aye, but do you know, I think that was a mere time thing on the ball, Mikey Johnson. I just felt like he panicked at times.
I think the youth game's a lot freer than the senior game.
You need to have the mentality to play for Rangers Celtic and all.
Aye,
absolutely.
Totally.
But
he was a big hitter for himself, but Grant, he very much believes in himself.
I think so, mate.
Because I can't speak for Parkhead, but at Ibrox, the crowd are right on you. See if you misplace a pass, first 5-10 minutes, boom, right on you. You need to be able to just put that past you and want the ball.
That must be so hard, right? See, in my job, imagine I'm on stage and 5 minutes in. That was shit. Well, that's happened sometimes. But then you've got to do the rest of the show, and it's like you've got to. So if somebody shots something negative, it must be. You've got to have a right.
How much do you think he was shiting himself when Lennon took him off that time? Remember, he refused to come off, and then we never took him off, made a sub, and then he came off injured, and we were a man down.
Left. Aye.
What happened?
Right.
Oh God.
It was against.
You seen the video?
I can't remember who it was against. Was it Dundee or something like that? Right. Whoever it was against.
It was a Hibs.
No, because Lennon's sitting in the dugout. I'm sure it was, and it was an away jersey we were wearing.
Aye.
Is this?
He's coming at.
Is this against Livingston?
Livingston, maybe it was, or St Mirren or something.
Is
like
this
that.
the one where Lennon's on the bench and he goes?
Aye.
I think it's Livingston.
It was a big game. We needed the points.
I think you get beat because it was snowing on that, was it no?
I think it beat or a draw. We definitely didn't get the full
But
points.
he refused to come off. Right. He didn't refuse to come off. He said he was injured, and then they held up his number and they went, "No, I'm alright," and they took it down. Brought on our last sub, and then he pulled up injured. And when he's walking off the pitch, Neil Lennon's like, "Get to fuck."
Aye.
Remember? And he was sitting in that dressing room shiting himself for the last 5 minutes.
He's recovered for that? Because
I don't think he did, mate, to be honest with you. I genuinely don't. As a Celtic player, I don't think he ever recovered for it.
I think it is hard as a Rangers Celtic player because no many players come back that have started badly.
Aye.
The only I can think of Rickson.
Bobby Petter.
Larson's, yes, I think he gave away a goal against Hibs
true,
in his debut, and folk were actually going, "Get him to."
He was obviously, look at his mentality. He went and played for all the top teams, but I think you need to I think Mark Catley was poor when he first came, and I can always remember Rickson struggled when he first came.
Johnson never scored for 10 games or something, did he?
Is that
his
true?
first goal.
And his first goal was against Celtic.
Of course, aye.
It's Kenny Miller effect. Exact flip. He came to Celtic, never scored for 9 games, and then scored against Rangers.
I done it against Celtic and all.
That's right, so he did.
Scored 2 at Parkhead. I don't think he'd scored either.
That's right. Fucking.
We could do a few podcasts. No,
I know. Oh
God. But I think both. How do you guys? I've always wondered, because we know how we feel about Kenny Miller. How do you guys feel about him? Like doing that? Will he ever go down as a legend in your eyes because of the?
I don't think he will. I don't think he will. I don't think people can let that go. But you can't really argue what he done for Rangers. He was obviously
scored a lot of goals.
Aye. But then again, he left to go to Turkey, chase the money again, and then come back.
Was he Besiktas? Is that where he went?
No, he went to. Who was that?
Something Sport, wasn't it?
I think it was maybe the team that Rangers played in the Champions League. I think it was.
Who did he go to? But I like.
Was it no? Did he have 3 different stints at Rangers?
He signed when he was young with the Hibs. Then he left to go to Wolves, didn't he? Bursaspor. And then he came back when he played for Hughes when Smith.
Right.
And then he left to go to Turkey and then come back. Remember, we're in the championship. He came back, or was it?
Did he not go
it wasn't the championship.
Derby?
No, it was back in. You were back up, but
No.
He
He came. It might actually been the year before we got up in the championship. I don't know.
It was a huge deal that he was even coming to us because he played with Rangers. But then going back again, I just remember it was like that takes balls though.
Yeah, that is one thing you can say.
He's a fucking mercenary. That's what he is.
He has got a set of balls on him. That's one thing you can say.
Do you know what? He's never been on the telly since he had that mad fucking thing about Lundstrom's red card and all.
What happened there again?
Remember, Lundstrom gets sent off at Parkhead. Remember, he scored the OG, then he gets sent off all in the first half.
And
he's like, it's not a red card, it's not a red card. And even Chris Boyd's like, what the fuck are you talking about, mate? Do you know what I mean? And he's never been on the telly since. I've not seen him on the telly since. Scotland centre half, Scott McKenna. This is a weird one, isn't it? Scott McKenna is left Las Palmas and he's now on his way to Dynamo Zagreb. Oh, wait a minute, we've got Theo Asgard as well. Looks as if he's out for the qualifier against Panathinaikos. An injury in a friendly against Dunfermline.
Yep.
Have you seen any of this boy? What's he looking like?
I've not seen it, because the first friendly he wasn't playing. The second one against Barnsley was closed doors, so I watched the highlights, but I've heard he's been looking good in training and that, but you don't know.
I'm not going to come out and go like that, by the way. This guy looks shite in training.
And then obviously the Dunfermline game was closed doors. They never showed you anything in that. He scored in that game right enough.
Did he? What was the score?
4-1.
4-1. Did he get the consolation goal?
But obviously played Panathinaikos on Tuesday at home, and I just...
Do you think it's coming too early?
It is coming too early, but see the way I look at it, right? See Panathinaikos, see if we go to them in the Europa League, we'd expect to beat them.
I'd agree with that.
If it was a Europa League game, I think mentally we'd go, right, we'll beat them.
It's the whole
unknown,
new squad
unknown,
players
and then
stuff.
they've not got enough. There's still dross there.
Aye.
I mean, Dowell, he scored against the Dunfermline. So I think Dowell's going to be...
You never know. I'll tell you something. You never know. Like you said, some players got off to a bad start and they never come back. But under a new system,
no,
you know what I mean?
I mean, it's a baptism of fire, isn't it? Going away game, isn't it?
No, home first.
Oh, you're home first?
Home first,
right, okay.
and then away.
What an atmosphere to go in.
I prefer usually going...
you prefer
away
to be at
first.
home first?
No, I prefer being away.
No, home for the second leg.
Aye.
So if you've got a deficit, you've got the crowd behind you.
But this time I don't know if it's maybe better to be home first because it's our first competitive game. It'll not be in that heat in Greece, so I don't know if that will be better for us, but we'll...
It's a factor on it.
I was saying Turkey, by the way. I was like, Panathinaikos in Turkey.
So
listen, don't worry, they're playing with Mikey Johnson for Scotland.
But it's just gonna it's always been the same. I remember when I was a wee guy, Rangers used to struggle against absolute donkeys.
Levski, Sofia and all that.
Famagusta and all that, but just struggle, just get by. I think the only time Rangers really scooshed it was they played a team called the Russian team, Vladikavkaz.
Alenia Vladikavkaz, and they won 7-0 or something.
They gubbed them away. But
how could you say that name there?
Well, I remember that name very vividly. Alenia Vladikavkaz.
And the away game wasn't even on the telly or nothing.
That's right. You had to tune in on the radio.
I listened to it on the radio. Aye.
We played a team once. I remember Dynamo Batumi. Right, you've never even heard of this team, know what I mean? And it was years and years and years ago. But because it was in Batumi and it was like a war-torn kind of area, they played it during the day, right? And it was on a Thursday afternoon, 12 o'clock. And I was still at high school, and somebody had a wireless. Fucking tuned into it, man. All huddled round. Simon Donnelly scored. Yeah, fucking beauty. But it was weird, like being in that situation where you couldn't watch a European game. Even back then, it was on telly most of the
even
time.
Like games during the day. I went to Now Top Primary, which is right next to Fir Park, and we actually had to get sent home early because Motherwell played Dortmund.
Oh, that's right.
And it was an early kick-off.
Afternoon game, 3 o'clock. I remember.
And then I remember another time Rangers played Parma. It wasn't in the Champions League, it was in UEFA Cup at the time. It was one each at home, and then we played them away, and it was on when I was at school.
Aye, I remember they wheeled the telly on. Do you
remember the telly on wheels?
They didn't let us do that. I can remember I was in Art when we were listening to it in the radio. Albert scored.
Rangers won 2-0, didn't
No, we get beat 3-1, I think.
Was it?
Amarusso got sent off, like the ball hanging.
That's right, handled it. That's right. Man, they were the days. Do you remember World Cup '98?
Aye.
Mate,
Had to ran home from school to catch a football, man.
We didn't get sent home early. Everybody should have been home early that day.
Aye, 100%.
Scotland were playing in the actual
opener of the World Cup against the world champions.
And that used to be when they had the winner would play the first game.
It's not the hosts, it's the hosts now.
And the game had just come out and all. Or did the game come out just after?
No, the game came out before it.
Was it before it?
Because I had it for the N64, the road to the World Cup '98. What a fucking game, man!
You could pick your own squad and all that.
And it was Blur Song 2 that was the.
God, man, so it was that.
Oh,
the games are fucking tremendous.
Was Beckham in the front of it, wasn't it?
Aye. Then his pose, his mad free kick pose.
mate, I just saw it there.
I know. About that England tap with the red and the blue stripe down the side.
As soon as you said that, that took me back to my brother-in-law's bedroom. My sister's man would always go to his and play it all the time.
Oh, it's what I very, very rarely play computers now, right? But I bought a Switch 2 recently, right? And when you buy the online pack, so that you can play online against people and stuff, I don't know why I bought it because I don't play online, but I was like, oh fuck, let's just signed up for it. So you get access to all the Nintendo back catalogue, right? Like NES, SNES, N64, GameCube, right? During the week there, they brought Mario Soccer. I'm not sure what the name it is, but it's for the GameCube. It's all I've been playing.
Is it good?
It's great fun, man. It's 4-a-side. You pick your main character, right? I always pick Mario.
Right.
Aye. And they've all got like different powers, aren't they?
It's not like aye, but I don't really know how to use the powers. I just play the football, right?
Right.
And you get 3 other characters. You've got a big crocodile guy that's in goals for you, right? And you pick 3 other characters which are the same. So if I pick Toad, I've got 3 Toads. If I pick Princess or whatever, right? So you get your main character and he's got a superpower, and the other ones haven't. And it's honestly the most fun I've had playing a football game on a computer for years and years and years, man. It's great fun.
Aye, there's a new football game out you showed us it, Craig. It was it's a bit like Fortnite, but you control one player.
Alright.
And aye.
What's it called?
I've not heard of this one.
There was one out years ago called Libero Grande.
It's called Rematch, and that's it there. So you control one player. It's obviously arcadey, but Ange would maybe, it kind of falls into like. But
So you say it's like Fortnite, but can you kill other players?
no, I don't know about that. But you basically control folk like that and do like all the different skills.
Do you remember World Cup? And you would do like an overhead, it was years ago, and you would do like an overhead kick, and then the ball would power up.
And fire, that's the sort of thing that Mario game does.
Oh, is that right?
Aye, it goes on fire.
Because I had Mario Golf for the Switch, and that sounds similar. Like you've got like different power ups and that.
Aye, it's good fun, but man, and like I say, that's all I've been sitting playing. Like, got to beat these bastards. It's quite difficult.
Did you pay the extra for the Mario Kart?
Mario Kart came out.
Oh, does it come?
Aye,
Right.
came out. Aye.
Is it the same?
You had plans for that, in fact, didn't you, you son of a gun?
What?
When we were talking about the panel, you
Oh,
were like,
right,
bring
aye.
that fucking Switch.
Aye, that's right. We were going to play Mario Kart up on the giant screen on stage.
Oh, that'd be good fun, man. Right, so, League Cup fixtures for the weekend here.
Yeah,
eh?
we just go like talking on League Cup. Obviously, Premier Sports just signed a new deal with the League Cup. What's your thoughts on that? Because I think it doesn't help our game at all.
Premier Sports having anything, having anything behind a paywall, unless it's like your Sky Sports or something like that, what you get hundreds of shit for. I mean, who's buying Premier Sports and watching anything else other than Celtic or Rangers?
Aye.
So, is this the games that were shown on BBC before Premier Sports? Could they not shown some of these games?
I think does BBC Alba not get the lower league games? I don't think it gets the League Cup, does it?
Right,
No.
okay.
I think that the new deal that they've signed, that they need to show some of the Challenge Cup games.
Right.
But it's obviously called the Premier. I think it's called
Premier Sports Cup.
Aye. But
It was the Premier Sports Cup last year as well. They were the main sponsors for it.
Aye. But like these games, like the cup games, should always be on terrestrial telly. Aye.
It's like, you see the World Cup, the Football World Cup, by law it needs to be shown on terrestrial television because it's a world competition and anybody should be able to watch it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's a law. I didn't know it until a few years ago as well.
Aye, because you think about it, Sky and that would have been all of that.
Oh, aye, right enough.
No, I mean, definitely they did.
So, is that a law in every country in the world?
I don't know. I know it's a law here. But see, these games like you're saying there, this would be perfect for that fucking streaming thing.
Aye, Netflix thing.
You know what I mean? Like, you buy the League Cup package, you get to watch any League Cup game. I've spoke about this till I'm blue in the face, but how Scottish football hasn't moved towards that sort of thing, it blows my mind.
Also, there was no figures came out of what the deal was, so that tells me that it's not very good.
No.
And it's Doncaster again getting away with getting paid a fortune, and he just isn't good at his job. Any other person would be sacked in it.
Oh, you know what it's like, but mate, it's jobs for the boys.
Aye,
it
exactly.
always has been in there.
It gets me as well, because when we can't see all these, with all due respect, the smaller teams playing, we're not getting to see these wee gems that might be in these teams and getting to know more about Scottish players. We're only just...
I'll tell you something now. I think that even goes to the Premier League a wee bit, Jerry, because last season I watched the Dundee Derby at the start of the season, and I turned into all the name and I was like, I look McCown's a player. I'd never even
Aye.
And then Celtic went and signed him, and I was delighted because I had seen him in one game where he played well.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? But that's all it takes. You know, see if you go back to like Euro 96, Karol Poborski scored a goal, right? Got a move to Man United out of it.
Aye.
Done here.
Aye.
He ended up at Lazio and all.
Aye, but he would never went on to have the career that you would expect him to have.
That's right, aye.
But that's what I always think, that's a kind of, a lot of players that do well at tournaments don't really, they don't really do well.
Solanko?
Aye, they don't really do well like when they go to because in the day it's a tournament, so it's only like a spacey. You only need to do well for 4 weeks.
Aye. And I don't even think, I know Closer was a great player, but I don't think if you compared it to how he played in the big tournaments, I don't think that translated over to how he played in the leagues.
I think a lot of players, the tournament format suits them. You know what I mean? Like Miroslav Klose, every game's a must win, so they're going to be firing these balls into the box. That guy scored 30 World Cup goals or something mad like that.
But what you got to look at, I know, but Germany were always top seeds, so they're going to have a couple of at least one game in there that they should be winning.
Aye, that's true. Because he got a few hat tricks against some fucking dodgy opposition.
Right enough.
Aye.
But did they not score? Did they not beat Portugal? No, they beat Brazil. It was Closer still playing. They beat Brazil 8-1, didn't they?
I can't remember.
I don't think he was playing then, was he? Because
Was
it'd
he
have
not?
been
what was the other one? Started to be a P, played with Arsenal.
Podolski.
Aye, it would have been him.
They had like, because is that not the year they won it? That's the year.
Germany went on to win it. Aye, they beat Argentina in the final.
So they had Götze. I can't think.
Götze.
I can't think to the striker. I don't even know how to play the striker.
Would it not have been another one that played for Dortmund?
Was it not maybe Mario Gomez?
Gomez. Was Gomez no before Hingme's time? Closest time?
God,
I don't know.
See, when it comes to internationals, I'm like...
Check the team for that. What was it? Germany 8, Brazil 1.
I think a lot of these players as well, see if you know it's a World Cup and everyone in the world's watching, you up your game into it. It's like, you know, some actors like, they'll not perform the way they did at Baskets, they did at the Pavilion. No.
The perfect example is James Rodriguez.
Aye.
Well, I mean, he came out of that World Cup looking like the greatest player.
Closer is
that's
playing.
right.
Aye.
Oh, is?
Aye, what a team Germany had.
I know.
Neuer, Lam, Boateng, Hummels, Houses.
By the way, that Brazil team's no shite either, and they get absolutely turned over.
See, if you look at Brazil's team now, it's just sad to see.
It is, isn't it?
I know.
So sad.
They've all
Like,
got
they used
Scottish
to-
names. Douglas and fucking Frank.
They used to have a team. I mean, Ramirez is on the bench there. He
know.
played for Chelsea.
He was great until he chased the money, didn't he?
Aye.
He fucked off to China straight away.
Aye, that China thing, did they last long, did it?
Nah, it was a flash in the pan.
Aye, it was.
Kind of the Saudi ones went a wee bit tits up and all. You've not seen many big name players going there recently either.
I've not watched one game. The Saudi League.
I remember we were kidding on we were going to support a team and all that shit. Aye.
That's how I can't take Ronaldo serious when he starts posting about scoring goals.
Nah,
Mate, you
I
should
know.
be scoring every week. If
Aye.
you're playing against...
He should be scoring hat tricks every week in that league.
Aye.
It's like me sending pictures of me at a nursery saying I battered them all the day.
Aye.
Put it this way, the Fashion Sakala, did he not go to Saudi Arabia?
Aye, he's banged them in earlier in that week.
See the team that he's playing for, he's their all-time top goal scorer.
You are kidding me,
No.
man.
No, man. Yes.
No, that's what I mean. Like, see if he's doing that, how is Ronaldo not getting a hat trick every week?
Aye, right enough, aye.
But in saying that, he is still doing it on the international level. So
I actually seen, what's his name's gone out to Saudi. Him that played for Arsenal. And then he went to...
Tony Adams.
Aye. I don't think he'd last there, Tony.
Certainly not.
What was his name again? Played for Arsenal and then he went to Leverkusen. Swiss guy.
Oh, Xhaka.
Yeah, he's gone to Saudi, I think.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's a good
There
player.
was talk of him coming to us at the start of last season. It was just after.
Granite Xhaka.
Was it Xhaka that played well in the? Was it in the Euros? And he scored a
Actually,
peach?
I think he's an underrated player. I think he kind of got a raw deal at Arsenal. He kind of made it to be the villain, didn't he?
Aye, and then he was like the kind of the main brick in that Leverkusen team that totally just went off on one last season.
Because he worked with Brendan, didn't he? He was at Liverpool. Xhaka.
No, you're thinking.
Who am I?
You're thinking the manager.
You're thinking
Xabi Alonso.
No. Who am I thinking?
Oh, you're
Swiss
thinking Jedran Shaqiri.
That's who I'm thinking.
Aye. No. There was talk of Shaqiri coming.
Shaqiri was meant to be coming. That's
when you were saying Xhaka there, I was like, I fucking don't remember that.
He's your prime example of a tournament player. Xhaka.
Aye.
He still was doing well at the
Shaqiri as well, actually.
Aye.
Roger Miller.
No.
Oh,
I meant
Cameroon?
Shaqiri. I meant Shaqiri.
Shaqiri.
Aye. Sorry.
Roger Miller. Do you know who was an amazing player all the time, right? But see, at tournaments, Gabriel Batistuta.
Aye.
Fucking World Cups, man. Oh.
Do you remember Daniel Amakachi?
Aye. Signed for Everton. Everton after
He was
that
good.
World
He
Cup.
was good in the majors, or not?
94 World Cup. Amakachi was unreal, man.
Aye.
Who else as well? Finidi George for that.
God, aye.
That Nigeria team as well. And
He signed for
Amanike as well.
Finidi George signed for
Portsmouth.
Ipswich.
No.
I think it was Ipswich.
Was it Ipswich?
I think so.
Aye. And he tried to get through the work permit, I think, by changing his name to George Finidi.
I always used to laugh at that.
George Finidi Phil Lambeth Green or something.
Brilliant. I used to always laugh at the Amakachi one. It's a shite joke, but because it was so fast, wasn't it? And then folk go, Amakachi, I'm a fuck.
Am I gonna catch you?
What about the Club World Cup? That was some result for Chelsea, wasn't it?
Do you know, I didn't even know the result until yesterday.
Never watched one game.
But the only reason I found out that it had been played was because of all the shit that was going on with Donald Trump at it.
Aye.
Oh, aye. Oh,
Aye.
By the way, he's took one of the medals.
Aye, pocketed the World Cup winners medal.
Did you know see...
Never mind the medal. Did you see that he took the actual trophy?
Aye.
And they've gave Chelsea the replica because he doesn't want to give up the actual.
I thought that was a joke online. Did he actually take the real one?
I think so, aye.
There's actually, like, you can see a video and you can see Reece James saying...
You can fuck off or
Are you going
Gonna
now?
leave?
No, you can leave now. That's it.
Aye.
Aye. No wonder. I was saying
He's he's definitely going to lift the World Cup, isn't he?
oh my God, I never
He's going to change the rules.
him and Salt Bay.
Just see a wee red hat on top of the World Cup, can you?
Make the World Cup great again.
Aye.
Oh, these halftime shows, I know it's going to be.
I know.
I don't think they'll do that at every game. I think they'll do it at the opening ceremony and they'll do it at the final. 100%.
What,
I hope so.
or a big...
The concerts and all that.
Do you know, I think they're going to Super Bowl it all the way through?
Nah, I
They
think
can't, mate. There's going to be about fucking 300 matches.
No, I don't know that.
It's Americans, mate.
Aye, but it's not just in America, mind. It's in Canada
And Mexico.
Mexico and all.
Oh, I
Aye,
didn't know.
split over the 3 countries, aye.
Aye. So the Mexicans, they're not going to put up with that.
What about the ones that are going to need to play in Canada? Right? If it's... like, is there not parts of Canada that are pure, like, Arctic conditions and shit like
No
that?
Mexicans are going to America to watch a game. He's going to deport them to Alligator Alcatraz.
Aye, that's true.
He said he wants to open up Shark Shawshank now.
Shark Shawshank and Crocodile Alcatraz.
That sounds like a straight to DVD movie. That
He's honestly, he's a villain for Austin Powers. That's what it is.
By the way, I'd love to get him and Grado on to have a debate about him.
Oh mate,
That's Grado's hero you're talking about.
I am obsessed.
he's
with
kind of
hating
cool.
him.
He's kind of cool, don't him now, isn't he?
Aye, I think he is. A wee bit. But I bought him I don't know if did they tell you what I done to his motor.
Oh, you stuck the Trump sticker on
I
it?
got a Trump sticker and I put it on the back of his car, and then I thought better. I was like, mate, I need to tell you I've done this to your motor just in case he was driving about and like you never know. Do you know what I mean? It was just a joke, and it could have went the wrong way. So
Do you think he likes him though because of the connection with Vince McMahon when it was the whole billionaire
The
against
wrestling.
billionaire? Aye.
I just think it's because he's funny, innit?
he was funny up to a point, and now you're like, right, you
You're not
put that World Cup medal back.
You're still going to watch it, the UFC, but...
Well, you better believe it. If I can get a ticket, I'll be there.
Yeah, Dana White said that the Sphere show will be like nothing compared to that.
Aye.
Aye.
Mate, did you, speaking of the Sphere show, did any see any of the Backstreet Boys?
Mate,
No?
unbelievable.
I've never seen anything like this in my life.
Unbelievable.
What's happened?
Well, they've done a.
I love the Backstreet
I
Boys.
love they're doing the Sphere. They're doing a residency.
A residency in
But,
the
mate,
Las Vegas Sphere.
what we'll do, we'll show you on the Patreon, right?
Right,
We'll
because
get-
we're able to use
Aye.
other
But,
stuff on
mate, you want to
Patreon.
see the
Right,
visuals
okay.
on this? It's like unbelievable. I've been to the Sphere and I've done like the round the world thing. Did you do it, Craig? Did you go?
No, I
You
didn't
want-
even get to go to the
You
strip.
want-
Nah.
When were you at the Sphere?
When was it?
The last time you were there?
Aye.
All right.
I done that show and it kind of takes you in a bit but the show in there, I mean, I'm not like that. I like a few of the Backstreet Boys songs, but that I was like, you would just sit there the full time and just watch it.
Aye, it's
unreal.
incredible, mate.
Unreal.
Wait till you see this, right? So, quickly, we'll just go do a wee bit of
The fixtures.
fixtures, right? Oh, in
Right.
fact, there's results as well.
Well, you can do the results if you want.
Results for the.
Or you want to just read
no,
the
no, we'll
fixtures?
just go for the fixtures. And you want to read them because I've not got my eyes in the day.
Right, we've got Alloa versus Dundee, Ayr versus Arbroath. I seen Ayr or maybe doing a thing with Celtic.
Ayers going up this season.
You think so?
Telling you now, they're going up.
Cove versus Falkirk, Dumbarton, Dunfermline, Edinburgh City, Stranraer, Elgin, East Kilbride, Inverness, St Johnstone, Kilty Hearts, East Fife, Livingston, Borough Rangers, Montrose, Bonnyrigg Rose, Peterhead, Clyde, Queen of the South, Ross County, Spartans, Brecon, St Mirren and Annan, Stenhousemuir and Motherwell and Stirling and Hearts.
Right, so I'll put you both on the spot. Take the old firm out of it.
Right.
Who's winning the League Cup?
Hearts.
Hearts.
I think they'll be strong under
McInnes.
McInnes. Aye.
I'm just going to go off the back of how strong Hibs
Finished last
finished,
year.
so I'm going to go with Hibs.
And I'll go with my boys Aberdeen.
Aberdeen.
To make it a successive cup double.
I don't know.
I'm still not over that, mate.
I don't think. I don't know. Aberdeen looked a bit lost at the end of the season. I know they beat yous, but I don't know. Celtic won that. I didn't watch the full game, but Celtic just looked as if they were checked out.
But see, the thing is, mate, everybody accuses Aberdeen of not being able to kick a jelly bean, but they can.
No, they did that
Aye,
day.
aye.
They did that day.
Look at the start they had last season as well. And
I know.
No, definitely.
that was maybe why they looked a bit.
Hibs was the mirror opposite. Terrible start, finished strong.
But look at the board, they were like, no, we're sticking by them. They actually came out publicly and stuck by their manager, and then things started
Well,
to change.
that's a thing that I always say, and I think they're too quick to pull a trigger.
Aye,
Too quick to
absolutely.
pull a trigger.
I'll tell you who's. I think will not be there long. Presley.
No chance.
Mate, he got himself sacked after his first interview, pretty much.
See, if you want to win games, I'm not a man to hug here. Alright?
See if you want to come and have fun at this stadium. That's not your team.
See if you enjoy entertaining football. This isn't the place for you.
And then
I
he's
genuinely
just.
thought I was watching an Only an Excuse sketch.
I was like.
There will be something.
Absolutely.
It was
fact.
like the still game with the guy with the whistling teeth. You know, he was just whistling every 2 minutes.
66 sauces, supples and a touch.
Excuse me.
But that was a bizarre appointment.
Aye.
That really was.
Especially when he's a Dundee United guy as well.
Aye.
Oh,
But
well,
he's
fair
another mercenary, but
Oh,
Aye.
fucking hell. There's only who's the worst, right? So we had Ronaldo, AC Milan, Inter Milan, Real Madrid, Barcelona, and there was another, two Brazilian rivals as well, weren't there, that Ronaldo played for?
I think he maybe played with them at the start of his career, but I don't know. Did he play for the end Santos or something? Or Corinthians, wasn't it?
Who else? Who else? A famous jump to dyke? Figo.
That's one
That
of
was
the
a
most
direct
famous.
one. Aye.
Aye, that.
There's one that wasn't a jump the ship, but it was when they said it was an Pirlo, they sent.
No, Pirlo, AC Milan refused to give him a new contract
He went-
because he was over a certain age. They only wanted to give him a year.
He went to Juventus and won the league with them.
Aye, went to Juventus and absolutely tore it up.
That's how how many Chelsea players have went to Arsenal now, no?
Aye, Arsenal have just signed a boy off Chelsea, haven't they? Madueke or something like that.
Aye.
Mad Jakey.
But they've
Aye, he
signed,
still plays in Scotland.
That's me.
they signed David Luiz.
So they did, aye.
They signed
Gallas,
Gallas. They signed the centre mid, the Italian boy.
Ashley Cole went to Chelsea for Arsenal.
Was it Canu that did the knee slide?
No, that was
Adebayor.
Adebayor, that's right. Aye.
That was Man City and Arsenal, wasn't it?
But I just don't.
Ran the full length of the stadium.
Aye.
I don't think there is much rivalry down in Premiership now.
No, it's a tourist league.
You'll see maybe Newcastle and Sunderland will be good this season. Although Sunderland have signed a lot of African players.
No, it'll be good.
And they're no folk. Well, they will have folk, but the African nations is this year.
Is it? So take Sunderland to get relegated then.
No, I don't know about that.
That's the first thing I think of when Celtic sign a player for Africa.
I used
It's like, when are they going?
Aye. Well, check when the African nations is, because you lose them for 6 weeks. It should happen at Rebo.
Diomande will probably if they qualify, but he plays for Ivory Coast, so they always qualify.
Aye.
Is it every 4 years they do it?
Every 2 years.
I
think it is anyway. It seems to be really regular.
Aye.
You're never waiting for an AFCON as long as you're waiting for a World Cup.
No.
So this podcast would not be possible without the sponsorship of CBDOilScotland.com. CBD Oil Scotland that provides us with what does it provide us with? I've totally just went right out my head. Right, so CBDOilScotland.com, your chance to win 2 season tickets for any club of your choice, with the exception of Celtic or Rangers. If you want to go and see them, then you will get a day at hospitality at either Ibrox or Parkhead. So we're also offering, if you choose a junior team, your team will be given a £500 donation from CBD Oil Scotland as well, and you'll get your 2 season tickets. So if you want to enter this competition, you use the code APATS for 50% off, and it gives you free delivery and entry into the competition. You can buy all sorts of stuff on this website. If you've got any sort of muscle pain, joint pain, if you have trouble sleeping, if you've got trouble with digestive issues,
a scatty dog,
you name it. Aye, and if your dog's a nutcase like mine, then you can get some stuff for your dogs as well. There's oils, there's gummies, there's balms. The balm's the best, to be honest with you. I absolutely love that stuff. So get yourself onto CBDOilScotland.com, enter the code APATS for 50% off and access to the competition where you could win 2 season tickets for your team, which will be drawn next week actually.
Next week.
Just love your work, mate. That was
Thank you very much. So G4 Claims, Nicole and the gang at G4 Claims can help you if you've been involved in a not at fault accident. Do not get in touch with your own insurance company. They will just make you pay through the nose. They'll take a big chunk of your change that you get from your claim. Nicole and the gang will totally deal with it from start to finish, and you won't need to do anything. You can get in touch with them on 01698 767172.
Correct.
That is 01698 767172. Or Grant,
you can contact you on the old WhatsApp. They've got WhatsApp on the website. You just click and they'll get through to somebody and they'll get back to you.
And just in case you didn't know what website he was talking about, it's www.notatfaultclaim.com. There we go. So get yourself in touch with Nicole and the gang if you've been involved in an accident. Also, if you refer somebody else,
you get 50 nuggets.
You get 50 notes in your sky. So don't be daft, get in touch with G4 Claims, not at fault claims, made easy. So folks, what have we got on at the weekend? You and I are going horse racing tomorrow.
Yep.
I hope you bring your best horse with you.
Aye. I'm looking forward to it. It's a good day.
So am I, it's a good day. What about yourself, Jerry?
I'm full on with Hansel and Gretel Panto rehearsal, so when I finish this today, I'm going back in there and then rehearsing over the weekend.
So when does it start?
It starts on the 20th. It starts next Thursday.
Next Thursday
at the Tatty Shack in Troon. You can go into the Ginger and Jester website, Facebook page, and get your tickets on there. And
can you pay at the door?
You can pay at the door as well. They've got a brilliant restaurant in there. It's all farm kind of produce, all that kind of stuff.
All fresh.
The food is, and I mean, cracking food. The chefs have got, it's unreal. It's a great setup in there. You hear it's a farm, and you just think, no, it'd be farm. It's think Clarkson. You know what
Clarkson's farm.
Clarkson's farm type stuff. But it's incredible. We've got an amazing cast. We've got this young lassie playing Gretel. She's called Jessica McDowell. She just did one of my youth theatre shows recently. So her first ever show, and she was amazing. So we've cast her in this professional one. We've got a load of my pals in it as well, and it's Abby Watson, my business partner, that we're doing Cumbernauld Panto Baltic later on this year, December. So I just full on get the way on Saturday, get my wee daughter Mirren. She's honestly, man.
How old is she now?
10 months now, mate. Oof. 10 months, but it's life changing. So I get hard and then back into rehearsal Sunday and we'll be full on up until the weekend, and then I think I'm going to get a few days off after that.
Quite right. Well deserved, mate.
What about your YouTube page?
Oh, I've got a YouTube page. I'm a treasure hunter.
So yeah.
The Daft Detectorist it's called, and my pal Steady Eddie does it with me. He's out in the car. He drove me up here the day, and it's just about all my trials and tribulations of treasure hunting and stuff that I find, and then a lot of the stuff is having meltdowns because I don't find anything.
It's something you found recently is going up for auction soon.
Aye. So 4 years ago I found, during lockdown, so when I used to drink, have I got time for this?
Fine.
So I used to drink, and during lockdown obviously that escalated, so we didn't have any money coming in. And I got pushed and bought a metal detector online for Amazon.
As you do.
Probably this random thing I've bought, and I woke up and went, I'll need to use this because I've spent money that we don't really have.
Aye.
So I started going out once the rules were lifted a wee bit, and I went to my mate's farm. First day I found a horseshoe, and then the second day I found a 4,000-year-old Bronze Age axe head. And that's, so that's the treasure trove. I've had it for 4 years, pretty much, and it's going to auction in the summer. And it was classed as a once-in-a-lifetime find for a Scottish person to find something like that. About 6 weeks ago I found another one with a Bronze Age brooch beside it.
Fucking hell.
Aye,
so do you get some of the dolphins?
So what happens is the treasure trove put up for auction, any Scottish museum, I don't know if it's UK, but anyway, they bid for it, and I get the highest bid and I get the full amount. But if only one bids for it, I have to take whatever they offer. So my plan is treasure trove. I've got this other one I've not sent you yet. If I don't get the money that I'm looking for, I'm putting it back where I found it, and I'm not telling you where it was.
Tell me where it was.
I'll tell you.
Oh yeah, beauty. I'm getting the first offer. I know. Yeah,
Mate, Americans were offering me like $5,000, $6,000 for it.
Aye.
I'd go to jail.
Sure, you know Ross Watson.
I've been out with him. He's been in one of my videos.
And
kid fight. He suplexed me on a.
He found a what do you call it? See the bit that joins the handle.
A gold pommel for a sword.
For a gold one. Mate, it's nuts. It's nuts. See if you can get a farmer to agree to let you detector it on his land. You could retire that day potentially.
Aye, mate, I use Ross as I see if I'm asking farmers, because basically some of them I'm not keen you come in. I'll say, look, I'll clear all the junk off your land that I find.
Aye.
And I'll say, my pal Ross got, I can say this because it's online. He got 30 grand for this gold pommel, and he gave 15 to the farmer. So I go, my mate won this, and I show them that, and he's like, they all go, oh well, if I get half. So,
exactly. It's money for all dope and all, and they're getting their land agricultured.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a bit of a scam, but that you need to accept the only bid.
There's a big thing about it in the metal detecting world, and it's the treasure trove. They're taking 4 years to even process this thing, right? And they try to say it was a COVID backlog. Nobody was out digging during COVID. You know what I mean? We weren't allowed out. Aye. Nobody.
As long as you were in your own back garden, you were fine.
Aye, and no up the Carrick Hills. So, aye. So, it's just, they don't think they've got enough staff, but they will just go, just offer them that. Because I think they try to lowball Ross.
Aye.
And he was like, I've done my research, mate. I know what this is worth.
I've known Ross for a long time, and I know that a fucking bronze penny doesn't fall through his fingers.
There should be a value on it, but that they need to hit.
Aye. It was a reserve.
Aye. Because at the end of the day, I know you've fun it, but it's yours now.
Aye.
You know what I mean?
When it goes into a museum, I should get my name on a plaque and all that. So I live for it. But they're getting a piece of history older than the Bible. You know what I mean? 4,000 years old. They didn't know there was a Bronze Age settlement there. You'd think you would get
a good bit of coin for it.
But as me we're talking about here, mate, I'll get a can of Coke and a chomp bar or something like that.
Listen, to the end of the day, it's a can of Coke and a chomp.
You're right, mate.
Right, so thanks very much for watching, Troops, and we'll catch you next week.